This is a perfect background to a story that I'm about to tell you about. A great shop in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But first, there's some things that need to be said. There's a history story. How I met Face Cabinet, Travis and Byron. So in 2018, I believe it's 2018. I might have my years screwed up, but I believe it was 2018. I was a struggling artist, wood burning artist, trying to get my name out there, trying to show off my art. And where I'm from, which I don't mind saying, the county, Adams County, it's really hard for artists to get our art out there, trying to get art sold, stuff like that. So I went to a lot of shows. Now I was with a show called Gypsy Soul Vintage Markets. They were great shows. Don't get me wrong, they were great shows. But we went to the Northplex, I believe that's what it's called. It's been a while. Northplex show, and we were setting up, and they got to sit beside us, Face Cabinet. So I had this massive wall that was my display that I built. This is actually behind me. I was a wood burning artist, and on the wall I would have my plaques, and there was about 50 plaques, and then there were some boxes and stuff. And the entire show I sold maybe 5 things. Now that's nothing against promoters or nothing like that. You know, when you go to shows, you don't know what to suspect and stuff. A lot of people thought my art wasn't the greatest. I was mostly doing nature, fan art, superheroes, that type of stuff. And then after the show, by the way, Face Cabinet was a great neighbor. I didn't really get to talk to him that much because I was performing wood burning. So after the show, or it was towards the end of the show, Travis came over, looked at my wall, and he was kind of thinking there like that. And then he went back over, and Byron came over too, and they were interested in consigning with them to their store. I've never consigned with stuff, so luckily I have a supportive family. They helped out, and we're considering on signing a contract with them, which I was thrilled about. And they signed a contract, and they took everything from that show. About a week later, I get a call. Mostly everything that was on that wall was sold. And I have no words on how much that felt. I've been, actually, to be true, 2018 was going to be my last year as an artist. I was going to quit and give up. But Face Cabinet saved my what I was trying to create and stuff. So don't realize how much Face Cabinet has done for me and other artists. A whole bunch of artists and the artists of the phase, what we're called, the artists of Face Cabinet. So I went to their store with some other stuff. This is actually quite funny, a few times. And then I would make maybe 4 things, you know, at their first store, and I would get a call on my phone and or a text on my phone 45 minutes later, everything was sold. I'm like, oh. So I had to go home and make more stuff. And I would take it up there, and one time it was 15 minutes later, and boom, everything sold. So I couldn't believe that my stuff was selling so fast. And thank you to all that bought my stuff. Thank you very much. but they also knew I was a woodworker. So back in the time, I was making like planters, coffee tables, knick-knack stuff. I wasn't really making stuff like this. So I believe I made triangle shells first, if I remember right. And they came to me and they asked me if I could make a coffin. I said, okay, well, I'll try, because I'm always up for a challenge. That's one bad thing about me. I'm always up for a challenge. I kind of get wrapped into things, but I always succeed, because Face Cabinet always pushes the artists. They don't really push you, but they give you confidence and stuff, and they support you and all that stuff as an artist. And so I went to the source. So traditional coffins are more square type. They don't look like these. So I decided to look at vampire coffins, and I didn't find no plans or nothing. So I went off the original plans. I changed my angles. Now my angles are, I won't say what they are, because the coffin business is competitive out there. Trust me. So I made, I forget what I made first. I think it was a small coffin, maybe one of these. Or was it the medium ones? Maybe it was the medium ones. Maybe it was the big ones. I think it was the big ones. I can't remember this. It's been, I've been making so many coffins. It's like my new slogan is, I build more coffins than the local undertaker, which is true. Because people that know the local undertaker know that I make more coffins than the undertaker. But anyway, but yeah, so I believe it was maybe the small ones. So I started making those. They were selling pretty good. So I decided, well, I can make bigger ones. So I made the medium-sized ones, which I call medium-size. Made those. They sold real quick, and then he asked for a big one. This could be all wrong too. I don't remember. It's been a while. I've been thinking about coffins for quite a bit. So, but anyway, so I made the bigger ones, like the black one behind me, but not as deep. I made it only 8 inches deep, I believe. I think a lady wanted it, and that lady actually bought another pair from me a couple weeks ago, so she was a returning customer. It was pretty cool. And those sold, and then somebody asked about, since I was a wood burner at the time, they asked me to do a full-size skeleton. So my coffins, my large coffins, I'm 6'7". I can stand in my coffins. So that tells you how big this skeleton had to be. So I did that, and I believe it was the second one that I did. And all the skeletons I do are all different. I try to make them one of a kind. I've only done, I think, 5, and all those ones are different. They're like one has snakes. That was actually my favorite one to do. I hope he still enjoys it. I think I did over 1,000 scales by hand with the wood burning. I did it all with handheld wood burning pen. Okay, so I did that, and I believe they took it to Oddity and Curiosity Expo. Forget where it was. I'm sorry, Travis and Byron. And then when I was doing wood burning also, when I joined Phase, kind of backtrack, the art that I was doing, I wasn't really liking. I've always liked skulls. You know, you always get kind of looked at funny when you say that, especially around here. But that was another great thing about Phase. They wanted more skulls, the occult stuff like that, which I had no problem doing. I was like, finally. So I did. I burned skulls, and people. Travis said he knows shading is really well with the skulls, which I enjoy doing. So anyway, back to taking that coffin to the show. Supposedly, I forget who it was. So this is where the Crypt Keeper, where I got the name Crypt Keeper, was from that show, I do believe. Either it was Oddity and Curiosity Expos or Phase Cabinet that called me the Crypt Keeper, which I stuck the name to it till this day. I don't mind being called that, as I think it's a pretty cool name. But yeah, so I did that one, and then other people saw that, and they wanted another one, and another one. So I did about 5. And then we got into honeycombs. I also do honeycombs. And I call them crystal shaped. They look like an upside down Superman logo. So I was doing a lot of crystal shelving, but everybody kept on buying coffins. So I actually do, I do stain different colors, like the one behind me that's black. I think I did one where they were all different colors, or like black, purple, pink, green, red, and then, excuse me, and then I would torch them and then stain them. There's a special name for that technique. I can't really pronounce it well. I'm not going to try to. But it's an actual technique that woodworkers use. While they burn the grain of the wood, the grain comes out black, and then they stain it, and it looks pretty neat. So, so the coffin thing stuck, which was pretty cool. Such an amazing thing. I thought this would be a great background, because I am the Crypt Keeper. So, which is, if anybody sees this that follows me on Twitch, that's where Crypt Dragon came from, because Crypt Dragon is half Crypt Keeper and then Dragon because the logo of my shop. So Crypt Keeper. So unfortunately, in I believe it was late 2019, or maybe early 2020. It was April 2020. I became a Twitch streamer for a little bit. There's an art category on Twitch, if you don't know. So that's just not about video games and stuff. There's actually an art category, and there's makers and crafters. There's a lot of awesome people in there. And but anyway, I was streaming wood burning, and it was about a month's time. Every time I would stream, and I would probably stream 3 days a week at night after working in the shop. I actually got bad nosebleeds. I got headaches, real bad headaches. And unfortunately, come to find out, the art I was doing was killing me. So, previous years, I had bad habits. I was a smoker. And then, what people don't realize, I was wood burning for 10 years. I was burning every day to help with my anxiety and depression that I have. If you don't know, I suffer from panic disorder, which I'm getting better at. Don't feel that bad. I'm getting better. I'm actually going to start driving again, which is going to be fun. So we found out that me wood burning, I didn't use a respirator, which I recommend you do. I didn't have ventilation. I was inhaling the smoke. So with that, I found out I had lung damage. Also, I have before that, I also had very bad asthma. So I had to give up wood burning. So during that time, it was not a good time. Kind of affected my art quite a bit. But I always stuck to woodworking. But I do plan on, there is a coffin in here right now. It's going to be my coffin, unfortunately. Not really, unfortunately, but I got into acrylic painting, which my mom does. She is also artist of the faith too, Mama S. And I got into painting on wood as well, but I paint on my boxes, the stuff on everything I make, except for the guitars, the skateboards, the baseball bats. I paint on. So I was doing that, and it seemed to be doing better. And then also getting into molds and stuff like that. I have some ideas that I want to progress into. So I started doing that. I was getting better at that. But, I just wasn't feeling it. And then some of the I kept in touch with some of the artists on Twitch, and they got me into alcohol ink markers, and that's what a lot of my coffins, and I plan on doing another skull. I want to do another skeleton coffin, but it's going to be in paint and marker. And I figured out how, they say marker fades, alcohol markers fade, but I figured out a way that they don't fade. And that's why this coffin that's going to be mine is going to be a dragon mural. It's going to be my character name, which was really not a character on Twitch. It was actually me, Crypt Dragon. It's going to be a Japanese dragon with lightning bolts coming out of the coffin. It's going to be pretty neat. It's going to be 6 foot tall dragon, biggest dragon I've ever done. But yeah, Face has been so great to me. This should have been made a long time ago. Also, if you don't know, before I quit wood burning, I actually, this relates what Face Cam is all about too. I attempted a world record. It was the largest wood burning by a single artist, 6 feet tall, 22 feet long. And I didn't get the record. I was beat by a guy in Spain. I give it more credit to him because I wasn't trying to do the record. I was trying to support artists. And that's what Face Cabinet does. They support local artists. They support artists all over the world. I mean, there's people in other countries. And that's what's great about Face Cabinet. Also, I have artwork that's in other countries as well. And I'm not really known locally. Well, I mean locally, I mean like a 12-mile radius where I'm at right now. I'm known in Fort Wayne quite a bit. I'm known in, there's people in United Kingdom, or London, sorry. Don't get mad at me. I'm known, I know people have seen my work also through Phase from other countries as well, like Japan, everywhere. Canada, especially Canada, supported me in so much ways. They have given me business. I don't know if you've ever been to Phase. If you haven't, I would recommend it. There's a lot of displays in there that look similar to coffins, and they gave me the business. I would help out the consigners that were there to have their own displays. I built triangles. There's a giant triangle in there that I just gave to Phase. The countertop was built by me, but not paying by me, paying by a cool local artist in Fort Wayne. That's one thing great about Phase is that they support their community. The whole community they support. Ford, Indiana is great. They help with the, not really the homeless, it's just in case you don't have something you need, there's a locker there you can go and see what's available and you just take it for free. You could also put stuff in there. That's another great thing that's happening in Indiana. Also, I believe you're a part of Art This Way. I've seen some posts there too. Maybe one day I'll get to do a mural. I don't know. I don't think I'm up for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And also, I'd like to thank the Face Cabinet crew. The ones that help Travis out and Byron to run the store, do the live shows. It's been just an awesome experience. I hope it lasts a little bit longer. Yeah, they help. It's amazing what they do. I guess I was lucky to meet you guys. And one thing you should know about Face Cabinet, for me anyway, I have panic attacks. Places I go, I hide it quite good because I learned to cope with it. I go to Face Cabinet, I've never had a panic attack. So that tells you how great this place is. I've met so many awesome other artists as well. Nat Baker, I'm going to name you off, I don't care. Nat Baker, Claire Manfredi, Sarah Phillips, Geppetto's, I think. I know I don't know if he's still part of it, I don't think he is, but Steve Benson, and then other people as well, Kobe of Poison Apothecary. Thank you for the business making those two awesome coffins. Another person that helps the store, Jacob Norwich, awesome photographer. You really show the nature and nature's beauty in your work. I really do mean that. I got an eye on your skull and snake pictures. I actually own quite a bit of everybody's work too at Phase. That's another thing where I got inspired to help people out a little bit more. It's probably from Phase. They help out with the community and stuff. They have fundraisers. I had a fundraiser for Jacob because of his diabetic medicine. He was losing his hearing, and I made a box. It's a tarot card box themed with tarot cards and some ports in it, and they put it on auction, which I wasn't expecting, and it went for a lot more than what I priced it pretty high, and it went for a lot more. So whoever got that, thank you so much. I also, Travis was having troubles as well with his teeth and stuff, and I helped raise $600 for that, and then they also helped me with when I lost my two uncles in a year span. I lost my two uncles from dementia. Face Cabinet kicked in, and Pookie Booba, he kicked in too. That's another amazing person that's there in PR Creative. I could go on for names and names, but there's a lot of awesome people there. Make sure you see this, go follow Face Cabinet. It's a great place. It's a diamond in the rough. There's new things happening. Stay till the end of this video and you'll see I have a crazy idea for something. But other things are coming for next year. The coffins won't just have straight shelves. I'm going to get a little creative with that. And that's also another, I'm going to keep on saying also, I'm sorry, but so many things Face Cabinet does, they inspire their artists as well. To give ideas and stuff like that. Like I'm getting to resin and I didn't know how to get the air bubbles out. If you try to ask people, they kind of don't tell you. Travis told me how to do it. There's a lot of new things coming for next year. But yeah, it's I'm just amazed. But so they're going to be heading to Buffalo, New York. They travel so much for artists. They go to shows. I know how much work to be put in a show. I remember those days. I know how hard you guys work to put all of us out there. There's one more thing that Face Cabinet does. They inspire the young artists as well. My niece is the slime queen. She makes the slimes along with my sister of Twin Sons Creative. They're also part of Phase, and also get to see an amazing. I believe I forget his age now. I've seen him grew up through Face Cabinet a little bit. Talon Trees, amazing kid who has an art skill I've never seen before. He did a wire wrap, does wire wrapping with trees on top of rocks. I own probably 10 or 12 of them, so that's pretty awesome to see how much support Face Cabinet gives up to the young community of the artists. And I can't wait to see the progression of kids' art. So here's somebody else that wants to say something, and then we'll get into a short slideshow, and then the reveal of what I'm going to do next year. Beginning of next year, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm only going to do it probably once. But here's somebody else that wants to say some words.
You know, every artist has to have someone that encourages them and gives them suggestions and offers them opportunities to expand their art. And I feel that Face Cabinet, especially Travis and Byron, have done all three for Craig. He needed someone other than family to tell him that he should pursue his artistic talent. And Face Cabinet was there to do that for him. I can honestly say I don't think he would have come as far or as quickly in his art if it hadn't been for them. And so he continues to grow and explore different avenues, different mediums, and different approaches to express his artistic talent. And we are very happy that he became part of Faye's Cabinet and the Faye's Cabinet family.
Can I do it? I guess there's only one way to find out.